All right, guys, welcome back. It's me, Daniel, with VintageMagic.com, and this is going to be one of those episodes that you're going to need a lot of free time. So, some of the videos, I'm going to name this kind of the buyout of a card store. This is part of the card store that's left, and there's lots of videos. Lots of videos. So, one of the videos segments are going to be I'm in the storage unit of a card shop, and basically there's a nice lady. I've known her for one of my oldest clients I've known. Her husband passed away years ago, and this is the remaining parts of the collection. And well, you know, I basically bought her out on everything else, and yeah. So I'm going to do some sorting of stuff. There's some alpha or beta. I don't know. This shit everywhere. Decks, random flowers here, there. I don't know. It's just a mess. I mean, and by the way, guys, this is not even the full amount of stuff. There's Warhammer stuff. There's Illuminati, Wyvern, SimCity, Star Trek, Star Wars, all those games you've seen, like Mythos or something. A lot of games you don't ever see. And then there's Looney Tunes. There you go. So, yeah, it's going to be a loony time. So I think in this video, I'm going to do a lot of sorting of the stuff, kind of like Daniel Rambles type of thing. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed all the videos that are coming up with it. There's a lot. And I hope you guys don't get bored of it. But this is what happens, you know. And, you know, I've done a lot of buyouts and stuff over the years. But I wanted to finally document some of it so you see how it actually works out. Just in the hotel room, and I got lots and lots of hours to do this. So hope you guys enjoy, and always keep your taco floppy. All right, guys, welcome back. It's me, Daniel, with VintageMagic.com, and today is a Daniel Rambles on a Sunday here in Santa Rosa, California. This is the collection buyout of an LGS store, a long-term client. And basically, well, I have a lot of shit to sort. So why don't you guys join me on this interesting magical ride of what we call buying collections. And by the way, I really enjoy these type of collections, but I wouldn't want to do it all the time because it takes a shitload of time. All right, here's some random stuff that I don't know. And help me out, guys. Anything you see that's worth anything, that's cool, but these are just knickknacks of old cardboard, just different things from a store that the guy, basically a lady and her husband passed away with leukemia. It's really sad, and I've known them for a while. The lady's been working with me for a while, and finally, you know, she wanted to sell out. And I don't know, is this the original Smeagol? Yeah, guys, is this the original one? Is this the signature? Help me out. That'd be awesome if it was. But these are, you know, the cool thing about some of this stuff is you find these random things because this was a game store and board games, D&D, but this is the original, I think, original, look how dirty this is. Original Monopoly dice and stuff back in the day. They even said that on, I don't know, is that what this is? Oh my God, look at this. I love Monopoly, and this would just be an amazing find. So again, I'm still in Santa Rosa. We have, I don't know, probably 30 or so boxes. I got to go to FedEx office here in about half an hour or so. Got to go there and basically ship stuff out. And I just wanted to do this video because there's so much to sort. And there's going to be probably multiple videos of this. There's so much to do. So anyway, I got the dark booster packs. I'll probably open some for you guys later. You know, why not? Just putting that here. This one was torn. But I'm going to start, you know, kind of looking around, see what we got. I got these Magic Arena League counters. These are kind of cool. There's just so many cool little things that you don't see that often. Like these duelist counters. I know you guys probably know what it is, but this is a bunch of these. I think these are going for like $50 to $75 sometimes in different colors. I wonder what color is the rarest. Maybe you guys can help me out. I know I have the white one. You got deck boxes, Black Lotus deck box, all empty. Nothing special there. But I did find, this was pretty sick. In my little digging around, and I just kind of noticed this, I found these starter decks. And these starter decks are open. Don't go crazy, guys. They're beta and revised starter decks. But there's cards inside them. And I did peek a little bit, and there are beta cards, all mint. So we're going to see what's in there because I haven't even checked. So when you buy these collections, you don't even know what you're getting sometimes because there's so much. You're probably saying, well, Dan, that's why you have buyers and you hire them and all that kind of stuff, and they basically do all that work for you. No, maybe that lighting's better. You guys see that lighting? I'll do that like that. The buyers do all that work, and you don't do any sorting yourself, and blah 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 blah. I'm like, no, it's too valuable, guys, too condition sensitive. So for these ones, I'm going to take this out. I'm going to take these out, and I'm going to go sit there and sort them. And you guys enjoy the scenery while I talk about the market and stuff like that. Yeah, so we'll see what this is all about. So this is revised one. I don't know. Let's see. Now, it looks like a deck, a complete deck. Yeah. It's kind of funny. It's just interesting to see the history of some of this stuff. It's just like so random. Let's see. Commons. Let's go right to the rares. It's like opening a starter deck without actually doing it. Okay. So that's Island Sanctuary and Rocket Launcher were the rares. I don't think Basalt Monolith was. And let's see. More rares in this one. I think there's one more, but I don't know my rares. No, I don't know. So I don't know what the situation was, but that's that. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave this in here because it's just going to take more time. Or more, I'm running out of space, which I'll show you guys more as we do videos. Here's another revised one. See that? Oh, that's not revised. It says alpha on the very top. Okay, well, alpha and revised, this is a new thing. All right, let's see what we got here. Huh. Arabian Nights Mountain. Beta Plains, Islands, okay. Assault Monolith, beta, these are all beta. Oh, here's the rares. Reverse Damage, okay. That's a rare. And again, guys, wash your hands. Oh, yep, Alpha Lands, wow, okay. So you got Arabian Nights Mountain, and then you got some Alpha Lands. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 11, 12, 13, 14. So 34 minty Alpha Lands. Yeah, definitely mint. Wow. Just on top of everything else we bought. This is stupid. Put them back. Probably more protective there because I'm running out of cardboard protection. All right, so these are the beta starter decks. See if there's anything. Maybe we'll get a Lotus. That would just be stupid. I would just go nuts. I don't think those are full decks though. All right, COP Blue, Island, Mons Goblin, Guardian Angel, Mountain, COP Red. Oh, these are all mint. Jesus. They're all centered nicely too. Landware level, that's a BGS 9.5. Wow. A lot of super clean stuff here, guys. Portal Sorcerer, Dark Ritual. Well, that's good. Wow, that's a centered one. Wow. This Giant Growth is really centered. That normally the card's not centered. Any rares? No. So no rares or uncommons. So that tells me that probably it was, I don't know, probably, I wonder if leaving these are like this. Oh, I think it's okay. Those commons. And, I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so tells me that so far, this one's a little thicker. Interesting. All right, this is a beta starter deck. I guess alpha was pretty rare back in the day, huh? Yeah, so what do you guys think about the market overall? I mean, I get asked the question all the time, where are we going with the market? How's it going? Is Magic still growing strong? Old school, all that stuff. So let's talk about old school, because first off, I'm going to the GP Vegas Old School Magic Championship Part 3. They're doing Channel Fireball is doing something very different this year. They're allowing Collector's Edition and International Edition. Yes, Ice and CE is now allowed to play. So get those cards out. Play some Magic. For those of you barking about, Channel Fireball doesn't support this and blah, blah, blah. No, that's not the case. They're totally supporting it. Don't get butthurt. You can play old school and it's affordable. It's cool, and we're going to be playing there. I'll be with Edwin the Magic Engineer. Open Boosters, looks like he's going. Tavis King, the misprint guy. Oh man, piece of paper. Stuff like that, it's going to be awesome. So we're going to, we're going to have a great time. Hope to see you guys there, doing lots of videos. No table this year, so that's what's so different. I'm not going to be vending, which is I'm actually excited about that, because I don't have to haul a bunch of stuff to sell for a table, that is. And that's going to be great, because that's like a mile walk from the Westgate convention to the hotel room. Really nothing here, just really nice commons. I thought I saw a basalt monolith there. That was uncommon, but the only rare I was seeing is reverse damage. So no, I don't think this is possible. Last one for this one. But yeah, old school is kind of the focus this year. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I think one of the things that we're doing is another Dark Ritual. This is nuts. It's all the same cards basically. One of the things we're doing this year that's kind of unique for like a team get together for our group is we're going to be playing poker and old school Magic. So obviously, those of you who follow my channel, I played in the World Series of Poker, $1,000 buy-in, no limit, and I got like 250th place. First time ever playing. What are these? Oh, some random cards to look at. Okay, let's take the best. And I also have an unlimited, partial unlimited set too to look at, which I'll show you the Lotus and all that. I haven't even took that out yet. But yeah, I played it and I had a, oh, this is really good. You have the Gasbin Ogre and some random revised dual lands. That's pretty fair. So we'll just put the expensive cards away. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty near mint. That's funny. I don't know why there's these cards just in random spots. And that's why when you buy collections like this, they're just literally, I just take them out. I don't even have time to look at what's available. What I do is I look at the boxes and, you guys see some Pokemon stuff. That's a first edition Neo Destiny. Some of those got purchased. And first edition GM Challenge, stuff like that is very rare for Pokemon. And I have to say, guys, the collection here was mostly Pokemon comparative to Magic, but it was still Magic's good, right? Obviously, a lot of Bayous and around C. I guess the guy was making some kind of green deck with blue. I don't know. These look like decks, to be honest. Yeah, but yeah. In regards to like everything, there's a Force of Will. That's cool. And in regards to like old school Magic at Vegas again. I'll be playing a lot of stuff old school with Brian Weissman. He'll be there. I got him to come. I'll just put this kind of stuff out there. Why not? So he's actually going to come. We're all going to hang out. And it's going to be, what I realized about old school and these kind of trips is that I really don't have a lot of time. I think you guys can relate. If you're a father like myself, you don't have a lot of time to devote into traveling to Grand Prix anymore. I used to do this Grand Prix thing quite a bit. I'm not sure if I should take the Serendips. They're not worth a lot. I'll just sort this out later. I have so much of it. It's not like I can't find it. It might be good for vintage people. Yeah, so I don't have a lot of time, anymore. And I feel like, with 2 kids now and thinking about more, this is random. I don't know if this arena thing. I don't know if it's worth anything. Strip mine, but that's not the. I feel like having kids, it's like you don't have time to just, go off and stop what you're doing and just go off and travel. And as much as I could do that, as much as I could go off and just stop what I'm doing and travel, I would only do it for like buying collections. And even this collection, I normally would not, but I've known the client for a very long time, and it was kind of like, why not, right? But at the same time, it takes time away from the family. I think they're camping right now, and I'm not able to camp, which, to be honest, I'm glad, because I just talked to the wife, and they're sleeping on a bunk bed, and I don't want to do that. So, actually happy. Oh my God, this thing is molded. Holy freak, look at this thing, black. Holy, this one's the worst. Look at this thing. You guys see the storage video. There's like rat stains and stuff in that video, rat poop. Man, it was crazy, dude. The storage video below of the storage unit. So basically, it's a two-part thing. There's a storage unit and also a garage, which I haven't even done the garage part of the video yet, but I will show those videos later on. Yeah, it was nuts going through this collection. Yeah, I feel like, that's the give and take, right? Is that you have this thing where you have a family life, and you have to, I wonder if Jester's cap will go up if, like 95 goes up. You have to balance family life, and you have to balance all of the things you're doing, because ultimately what happens is you end up, like something is lost. I tell that to my wife, and I tell other people, people that are successful realize that you have to give up something. You can't have everything. And I realize that because, oftentimes we as entrepreneurs want to always like have every successful thing. You have to have every deal, every situation. And it's impossible. You got to realize that it's impossible to be everywhere, every place, get every big deal, every big price, every big memory or whatever. And if you do too much business, for example, I've realized over the years, you end up losing a lot of opportunities with your family, and especially the kids. They're going to grow up fast. And I realize, I might as well just take this white card so I need them for decks later. I mean, and a random EX near mint Chaos Orb, just for the hell. Is this Greater Helmwood? I don't know. That's random. And a random Time Vault. Well, that's worth something. Okay. That's what I'm saying. I mean, this is just a random stack. I'm not going to be able to do, I'm not going to be able to have like tons of this stuff, like just tons of stacks and stuff. I'm just going to do the best I can here. But, you guys can relate, right? You guys end up having a situation where you have to choose between family, friends, life, whatever, and you realize that in the end of it all, I mean, what I've realized is that you can't get the memories back. Now, this is that partial unlimited set I've yet to break. So, oftentimes people use not even D-read binders. So I worried about binder dings right here. But you'll see that I think it was like 5 of the Power 9 are in the set. And it's interesting because if you map the starter decks out, you can kind of understand how the starter decks, by the way, were all set up for Magic. So that's kind of cool. Put this on my lap, and this is how I usually do it. I take all the big cards out first. I actually have to take all the cards out, because what's going to happen is I just don't, and these are all mint. No binder being there. Ancestral. Yeah, definitely, well, it's not LP, it's like EX plus. Definitely BGS 8 standard, if you want to talk about BGS in there. By the way, I have an order. It's like over 1,000, almost 2,000 cards or whatever. And let's just say it has not shown up in this lifetime yet. Basically, I'm just, I don't know. I'm a little annoyed by it. All right, so the Lotus here, I think I glanced at this. I definitely look at the Lotus when I buy something. It's pretty clean. I mean, I don't know. I thought this was like more of an 8 quality, but then I'm looking at it. What do you guys think? That's pretty good. Oh. That little corner on the left, but yeah, so if you guys watched my last video on Finance Friday, we had an unlimited Lotus BGS 9 Quad Plus. Sold it for, let me just look at this real quick. That's pretty good. It's probably gonna get a 9. It's there, and I'll put this in the. These are not good card savers, by the way. I don't know who made this crap back in the day, but I'm gonna see if I can sleeve it up first. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I sold this unlimited Lotus Quad Plus for about 22K, and people started trolling the effing crap out of me, like the haters in the building that we all know and love. I might as well just sleeve this too. Why not? And so I feel like there's like a level of haters out there who think that what I've seen the haters, by the way, I'm rambling a lot, and this is what the video is all about, but I see the haters basically say, yeah, Daniel's basically trying to manipulate the market, make it, make these glorified crazy prices, doesn't really care about anybody, just wants to make money, don't trust him. But you notice something. The haters don't say, oh, Daniel didn't send my cards. Daniel didn't, when we bought a deal, he still honored the deal. Oh, basically it's more about, also my web store, if you buy something, he'll refund the money because he's either out of stock or the price has changed or he hasn't updated his website. And that's wrong. And what I realized is that these type of concerns are valid in the sense that, I feel like why not address some of that? So, number one, my web store, and this is something maybe you guys can help me out with, is something that is very hard and time consuming. Maybe these haters don't understand what it takes to run a business, but they need to understand that if you have a one-man show, these high-end cards, there's a nice board, none of the crap on the back of it. If you have a one-man show, and you can imagine you're sorting, you're buying cards, you're going through storage units with rat poop and black widow spiders like you'll see in this collection. I mean, it takes so much time, and yet these haters want to, like, trolls or whatever, want to basically like get mad at you because you didn't update your pricing of an item back in the day when you, like, years ago. Like, there'd be like an alpha, I don't know, like an alpha copy artifact for like $200, PSA 9. I don't know, back in the, no, that's dumb, I just dropped those cards. That's bad. Let's see what I dropped. Oh, Basalt. No, it's okay. There, black border every word. The Bad Moon. No, Bad Moon already had a binder or a bend anyway, so that's not gonna hurt the thing that much. Don't do that at home, guys. Luckily that was an alpha or beta. See, we all make mistakes. For the love of God, everybody. Even Daniel Chang, sorting cards, makes mistakes. Yeah, so, there's just haters that say, hey, why don't you update your website? Why don't you hire someone? Why don't you do that, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, first off, ABU Games, Channel Fireball, Star City, all those guys, they use, I think most of them are using their own program or TCG Player or Crystal Commerce, which is like a software suite for updating Magic pricing. And the thing is, I don't have that ability. I don't have the ability to do that because I'm using Magento, which is an eBay company. That's a software where it's very powerful. It can do a lot of graphical stuff. If you look at my website, I have it's a different design. And I use a WordPress backend. And so it's really, it's really just kind of a situation where you have to decide where's the most value for your time. And yes, I would love to update every single pricing, but I don't have the time. So I've come to determine that I'm probably going to go to the route And this is kind of good where I'm pretty much going to have every item is pretty much going to say, please email or call for most accurate market price. And the reason why I think I'm going to have that rather than having what you see now is that Daniel's prices are too high. Daniel's prices are too high. They're too high. Oh my God, their prices are too high, so don't buy from him. It's a ripoff. But it's like you're trolling me because my prices are too high. I mean, don't buy it. I mean, I think the people on the groups are pretty smart now, and they're saying, oh, the prices. Some of these guys are really, I wouldn't say necessarily my friends, but people I've done business with, but they see me as a good businessman. They're like, if his prices are too high, why are you trolling him? Why don't you just not buy from him? Why hate on someone because they can charge whatever they want? Is that just because you can't afford it? This is like another sob story. I've heard these comments like, it's a sob story for you. Like, oh, these prices should be cheaper. Daniel's just messing up the market. That's the thing is when the market was cheaper, when Alpha Lotuses were $2,000 mint, $2,000. No one cried to me. No one cared. No one said, oh, ripped off. Oh yeah, you know what? I probably got trolled then. You know what? I got trolled. I got trolled then when I was selling PSA 10 Alpha Lotus. I sold for $14K, I think, back in the day. Trolled. Here are the moxes. There's the Emerald and the Pearl. So yeah, another thing, side note, Emerald probably went with the Lotus, right? Because that's part of the sheet. So you notice that the Jet, Sapphire, and Ruby, that fits on a different rare slot. So if you do pull out your the beta sheet as you're watching this video or pausing it, you'll be able to understand that the cards in this entire thing was probably opened by starter decks. That's what I'm assuming. And they were just collated that way. I doubt it was a booster box because it looks too symmetric for some of the stuff for the sheet. Yeah, so back to the trolling thing. It's like you're hating me on the prices. So I've decided to kind of the next phase of my website, and I think a lot's going to change. I mean, in September, Nick is going to go to he's 3 years old, going to preschool. Not quite potty trained yet, but it's about time he grew up a little bit, and I'm okay with that. And it's kind of sad because I've basically been a stay-at-home dad for a very long time, and I really enjoyed seeing him all the time. But I can't give him the time and the attention and to teach him the social stuff that other little kids will do. And so that's important, So, yeah, that's going to be a huge, huge change for me. That's a nice Shivan. It's good. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing is I don't have time. I just put the Siraculum on the floor instead of the sheet. That's funny. But that's the thing is I don't have time. I don't have time to do all the updating on the pricing. The other thing is inventory. I don't have time to update the inventory on the website because it's a little slower of a process. It's not a horrible process, but there is a different process. And for me to do it, I would do it like load 25, 50, 100 items a day or something. I would basically just try to just pump it out, one day. Literally pump it out. That's what she said. So that's kind of what I would do, and I don't have time for that. So the current thing is Skeleton Crew, in the sense that I'm just doing eBay auctions, private sales, stuff like that, travel around the world for certain deals, buy collections. And it's been great. I've had a lot of fun, but it's about time where I now, can focus on the web store, which is happening this year, next year, heavily. Especially next year is going to be a huge year in terms of the web store. I plan on putting more consistent content, marketing, really ramping up products, offering a lot of cool stuff for you guys you've never seen before for a long time, and that's cool. So yeah, and I want to also know content. I will have a little bit more time to have content. I've decided, I used to try, I hired a guy named Brian DeMars. That did not work out. Him and I are parted ways. He was a semi-pro Magic player, now writes for Channel Fireball. He did some player articles and such, but I realized they get no hits. The player articles are, are all free online. Channel Fireball, other websites. So that's the unlimited set, guys. It's a partial unlimited set. I would guess that's about 200 or so cards. That's a lot. That's close. It's 2/3. And the Time Twister is, wow, Gem Mint. Almost. There's a little black thing there, but this will get really, really high grade. So that's the thing is, the player articles I realized are not, that was back when my YouTube was not really developed. I had like 2,000 or so subscribers. And so I thought, okay, why not have, I was trying to cater to the legacy and vintage crowd. And I realized in my business that traffic, SEO traffic, doesn't produce much. What people really want to see for SEO traffic is videos about Magic Finance and Magic stuff that I'm doing, traveling. Holy mother of God, this pearl is perfect. Okay, if this does not get a BGS 10, I'm going to pee in my pants. No, that's a thing on the top though, like an edge. Oh, I don't know. That's really, really, I don't know. This pearl right here, we'll get a 9.5, maybe a BGS 10. I don't know if the gods care about me. They probably won't. Knowing me, I'll probably get my order back in 5 years. Oh yeah, my Beckett order, by the way, guys, is supposedly in line to be the first one graded, whatever that means, because it's been literally forever, almost a year and a half, about a year and a half or so. This has no print line, which is great for, and Melissa 9. But, oh, by the way, unlimited cards, what's really good about all these cards, I noticed, is that there's no horizontal print line. None of them. I haven't seen anything like they're obvious in the front. Now, maybe in the back, but that's a huge deal, because if you buy unlimited ones with the print line, it really, really kills the value of the cards. It's massive. It's a massive, massive deduction. All right, guys. Well, thanks again for watching this part of the video. I'll be right back. I'll sort some of the revised cards.
Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.
Thank you everyone for supporting our channel. It means a lot to me that you're enjoying the content we're putting out there. I have a Patreon page that supporters have access to special perks and rewards. Become a supporter at patreon.com/vintagemagic. As a patron, you receive exciting pricing on sealed product, flash sales, annual gifts, and personalized consulting services from me. Again, thank you for subscribing to our videos and supporting the channel. I love meeting players, collectors, and investors all over the world. If you see me at a Grand Prix, please come by and say hi. I would love to meet you. Thank you everyone for your support and friendship. Thank you everyone for watching the videos. I wanted to do a special thank you to Sam Tang from Kitchen Table Magic. He's been a great friend and a great artist producing the videos. Been very patient with me in his directing. And I also want to thank Brian Weissman. Brian and I have become friends out of this, and I've learned a lot from him. And he's spent countless hours sharing his knowledge and wisdom. Without you guys and the support of my Patreon, this would never be possible. If you guys have additional comments or suggestions, I'd love to hear from you guys. Just go to vintagemagic.com and go to the Contact Us page. I would love to hear from you. So thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you soon.